From the earth to the sky, this is the enigmatic world of burial practices. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the perplexing world of burial rituals. Why do we bury people underground? Why are some mummies kept above ground? And what are the bizarre burial customs of the ancient world? Let's find out. When someone dies, their body begins to decompose almost immediately. This decomposition is carried out by bacteria that make up our microbiome. The practice of burying the dead is thought to have originated in the Neolithic era, around 10,000 years ago. In ancient Egypt, for example, the dead were often mummified and buried in elaborate tombs. The ancient Greeks, for example, often burned their dead rather than burying them. This was seen as a more hygienic way of dealing with a dead body, and the ashes were sometimes kept in an urn. The Egyptians believed that the body had to be preserved in order for the soul to rest. However, the reasons for doing so have changed. The practice of keeping urns in homes or displaying them in cemeteries is a common sight in many parts of the world. Instead, they were both left to be devoured by the elements, which is why we have places like Rajgarh and Kushinagar where people go to pay their respects. Today, many people who choose cremation do so because it is less expensive than a traditional burial. Others see cremation as a more environmentally friendly option. Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, stay curious. Still, others believe that it is a more fitting way to deal with the body of a loved one who has died. Mummies were typically wrapped in linen bandages and placed in stone coffins. Some mummies were even encrusted with precious metals and gems. Early humans may have buried their dead out of respect for the deceased or to protect the living from the smell of decaying body. Some researchers also believe that the earliest burials may have been ritualistic, with the body being placed in the ground with offerings of food or other goods. These bacteria break down the body's organic matter, releasing gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide. These gases, along with the body's liquids, create a toxic brew that can spread disease and create a public health hazard. This 12th dynasty pharaoh was found encrusted with gold, leaf in the Valley of the Kings. But why did the Egyptians go through all this trouble? It wasn't just because they were rich or powerful. In fact, the process of mummification was reserved for people of all social classes. For the Egyptians, it was a way of showing respect for the dead and ensuring that they would be able to make the journey into the afterlife. That's why it's crucial to dispose of the body as soon as possible after death. But why do we specifically bury people underground? As civilizations developed, burial practices became more complex. The most famous example of mummy incrustation is probably that of Ramesses III. But not all cultures practiced such elaborate burial rituals. The practice of keeping the ashes of loved ones in an urn is still popular today, especially in countries like Greece and Italy. No matter the reason, what about the remains of famous people like Mahatma Gandhi and Lord Buddha? Their bodies weren't buried or cremated. So there you have it, a quick look at the different ways that people are buried around the world. What did you find most interesting?